Hey guys, thank you. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Epic Beer Dude. We're going to Vietnam and we're going to teach you how to make some spring rolls. So the first thing we do to make spring rolls is make the fish sauce. And that's what we dip the spring rolls in. It consists of tamarind soaked in water, fish sauce, garlic, chili sauce, and sugar. And we'll make that now and then we'll do the rest right afterwards. So put some fish sauce in the tamarind water and some sugar, about that much, probably look like a less than a quarter cup, and some chili sauce. It's actually chili garlic sauce, a couple tablespoons of that. And to kick the garlic up a notch, put some fresh garlic in there, mix it all around. Okay, while we're making the fish sauce, we'll save time by boiling our rice vermicelli noodles. We're going to put the rice vermicelli noodles and boil them in the water. So when your noodles are all done, you can rinse it out with cold water to get all the starchiness out of it. So after your noodles are out of your pot, I just put another pot full of hot water because that's what we're going to use to make our wrappers. Okay, so our noodles are done, our fish sauce is done. We're going to grab a skillet. Unless you have a flat plate, you can use one of those. For our protein portion, we've got shrimp and thinly cut beef eye round from the butcher. We marinated with oyster sauce, sesame seeds, salt and pepper, onions, and garlic. And we're going to take that and fry that up with some good old butter. Okay, and before you start cooking, this is what you need to prep. You just need to prep your veggies. We've got cucumbers here, pineapple chunks, green leaf lettuce, and some cilantro. And also for the wrapper, this is the rice paper that we use. Okay, so this is what the kitchen looks like. We've got our ingredients out, our veggies, our proteins ready to cook. We've got this little shallow dish here that we're going to put hot water in to soften our rice paper wrappers. So let's get cooking, because that pan is hot. Okay guys, so we're going to cook our meat, the final thing we do before actually eating. Just stick a pat of butter on there, turn the fire down so you don't burn the butter. Get some shrimp. I usually like to put the onion and all this stuff in there too, just to get all the flavors. And then take your beef. And when you're putting the beef down, what you want to do is you want to make sure, since it's thinly cut, you want to make sure you separate the beef and try to get it as flat as possible. You want to get your beef laid out on the pan flat so it cooks, because this beef cooks pretty fast. Alright, so yeah, just remember to get your beef nice and flat and then see how fast it cooks, so make sure you turn that over. And then have another pan or bowl ready. So that's pretty much done. The beef is pretty much done. And we'll put all that into a waiting bowl for our meat. And that's if you're cooking by yourself. But generally, the way that this is done Vietnamese style is someone's cooking on the skillet and then you are handing the meat over to the people that are sitting down on the plates. They've got their wrapper ready and they just roll. So you're cooking, they're rolling, they're eating, and everyone's having a good time. And that's kind of how you do the Vietnamese spring rolls. And it's called
Bò nướng gì?
And it's called ma nướng gì?
Bò
Nướng gì? Okay, so we've got a rice paper that we're going to use for our spring roll wrapper. We've got a pan, a little pie crust thing full of hot water, and the trick is to dip it in the water and just get it wet. You're not soaking it, you're not trying to get it soft inside the water, you're just trying to get all of it wet, and then what you do is you take it out, let it drip dry, and then put it on your plate, okay? And then from here on your plate, it'll get soft. Alright, a couple minutes later, your rice paper is ready, nice and soft, so put some green leaf lettuce down. Take the bone noodles, or rice vermicelli noodles, put a little bit of that down on your plate. Grab some cilantro. Put some cilantro down over those noodles. And you can also put some mint down here. A lot of people use mint. We don't really like mint, so it's just your personal preference. Go ahead and grab some cucumber. Lay that nice and down, nice and tidy. A couple of pineapple chunks, get that citrus going. And grab your meat. Don't drop it. 3-second rule, it's okay. Clean counter. Alright. Look at that, it's pretty. Okay. And then the cool trick to line up your shrimp is line it up in front of them like the frontline soldiers, because when you line them up like that, after you roll it, you can actually see the shrimp. And when you roll, go ahead and flip up the sides first so that you secure all of the goodies inside. So roll the sides first and then the top, and what you got to do is just make it really, really tight, like a really tight burrito. And then you just roll and roll, and as you roll, just make sure you're continuously being tight. Don't let any of that come loose. Now you got a tight, nice, and pretty spring roll. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, and it wouldn't be a true Epic Beer Dude video if I didn't do a F&B or a food and beer pairing. So we've got Stone Ruination 10th Anniversary IPA. We're going to pour that into our snifter glass here. The reason we're going to do an IPA with this is because it's going to go great with all the fresh flavors and that citrus from the pineapple, counterbalancing the citrus and the grapefruit from the hops in the IPA. Just a fantastic beer to go with a meal like this. Really fresh, refreshing, light, and healthy. So dip it in that fish sauce. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. Alright guys, so we're cooking, we're in the middle of it, and this is how you eat it. You cook while you eat. Vietnamese spring roll, an IPA with over 100 IBUs. The bitterness really counterbalances the sweetness from the pineapples in here. It's totally fresh, it's totally a really great meal, and a really cool meal to invite friends over and enjoy dinner, because you can sit here and serve everybody and they're rolling it up and having a good time. So next time you think of having a dinner party, try some spring rolls. Till the next one, guys. Cheers.